The boy got up in the morning and was about to brush his teeth. He found that he had become a transparent person. Jack was stunned by the scene in front of him. He rushed to the front of the mirror. Sure enough, there was only a nightgown in the mirror. He could be invisible. Just then his mother suddenly entered the room to call him for dinner, but she only saw the clothes on the floor. Cannot see Jack's body, but Teddy could smell Jack's scent. He knew that Jack was in this room, although he can be invisible. But Jack didn't know how long the effect would last. How long would it last? He could only go to school with his whole body wrapped in clothes. When he arrived at the entrance of the school, he saw the school bully who always bullied him. While he was now a transparent person, Jack was ready to find a chance to get back at him. He hid behind a truck, took off all his clothes. Then he slowly walked into the classroom, quietly took out the toy gun from the school bully's bag. He shot at the blackboard. The teacher exploded in anger. The school bully could not explain this time. Jack found another classmate who was bullying him. This student was participating in a tennis tournament. Jack interrupted his serve in one fell swoop, and so the student who had always won the first place, and so he lost the match. Jack returned home happily. It so happened that his sister was in his house. He told his sister to leave the house. Unexpectedly, his sister took advantage of his inattention. She closed the door on purpose. After hearing the door close, Jack thought his sister had gone out. He took off his clothes. Jack became a transparent person. The sister was so scared that she cried out. He quickly covered his sister's mouth. He told his sister that he had become a transparent person and asked her to keep his secret. Sister promised him. The boy suddenly realized that he had become a transparent person. He was flipping through an anime book about Superman in the house. The sound of his mother's footsteps suddenly came from outside the door. Jack hurriedly took off all his clothes. When the mother came in, she only saw the clothes scattered all over the floor. Jack had completely disappeared. Just then, the phone rang. It was Grandma calling. Jack was in the house eavesdropping on their conversation. He found out a shocking secret. It turns out that he is not his mother's biological child. She found him at the door. After learning this news, Jack had a hard time accepting it. He went to the beach to swing alone. It so happened that his crush Anna also came to take a break. Anna saw the swing actually move by itself. Instead of being scared, she slowly walked over to it. Two of them just played happily together. Just when they were having fun, Jack found not far away, there was a man wearing sunglasses watching them. He seemed to be a blind man. At night Anna was practicing gymnastics alone in the gymnasium, but she didn't know that there was a man upstairs with a gun pointed at her. Anna passed out. Then the mysterious man took Anna away, and this scene was seen by Jack. He went after her without a second thought. But Jack was no match for the mystery man. Anna was taken to a laboratory. After several tests, they found that Anna was not the person they were looking for. On the other hand, Jack returned home, intended to put on his Superman suit to rescue Anna, but his clothes were thrown into the washing machine by his mother and washed and dehydrated. He had to go to the beach, thinking of other ways to save Anna. Suddenly the blind man who was watching him from the bridge that day, the blind man found Jack. It turned out that he was Jack's real father. The father told Jack a story. Many years ago, there was a nuclear war. Because of the nuclear leak, most people were genetically altered. Many people gained different levels of superpowers. When a group called the Separatists learned of the news, captured all these people with superpowers and put them in a secret laboratory. Every day, they did different experiments. The intention was to turn them into tools for the battlefield. Jack's biological parents were the ones with the superpowers. They gave birth to Jack here. In order for Jack to escape from the organization, the two men chose to escape with Jack. But unfortunately, Jack's mother was accidentally killed. The men took care of him. The father escaped with Jack. In order to ensure the safety of the child, he put Jack in front of a family's house. The lady of the house is Jack's mother now. The boy has the power of invisibility. The man in the sunglasses is his real father. He told Jack, "You don't need to wear a Superman suit to be invisible. As long as the mind is free of distractions." He could awaken his powers at any time, and then gave him a suit. Because wearing this suit, when you are invisible, you will not be seen by others. On the other hand, Anna, who had been captured, decided to find a chance to escape. When the supervisors weren't looking, she secretly went to the top of the iron frame. Here she found a mysterious illumination lamp. She used black paint to draw patterns on the illumination. Then she shone the light into the night sky. At that moment, Jack saw the signal from Anna. He identified the location where Anna was being held. Jack stealthily went to the place where Anna was being held when they were not looking, grabbed a fire extinguisher, and hit the security officer on the head, then took his pistol, threatened another guard to open the door for them, and that was it. The 3 detainees were freed by Jack. Just as the men were about to leave the area, Anna had an idea. She wanted to rescue an old man. In order to ensure Anna's safety, Jack let the other 2 people leave the place first. He took Anna to rescue the old man. When they opened a metal door, they went to another secret room. Anna suddenly stopped. Then the light in the room suddenly turned on. She slowly turned around, showed a wicked expression. So Anna deliberately lured Jack here. At the same time, Jack's adoptive father and mother also arrived at the scene. But by now Jack had already been taken away by these people. Before they left, they planted a time bomb here. The mother opened the lock with 1 shot, saved the other 2 people. They searched the entire lab, but they couldn't find Jack. After learning that Jack had been taken away, they rushed out of the laboratory with a loud sound. The entire laboratory was instantly blown up. By now, Jack had been taken by them, taken to a submarine at the bottom of the sea, driving fast. It turns out that Anna, in order to ensure the safety of the old man, had to be forced to lure Jack here. They decided to throw Anna into the sea. Jack shouted in anger. The entire submarine shook. This is one of Jack's superpowers. He took Anna to the submarine when he had the chance. Anna pressed a button. The 2 of them were ejected from the water. They finally escaped from this mysterious organization. The end of the story. Jack's father, in order to help Jack to hide the matter of supernatural power, he used his superpower, erased the memories of all of them, and on the other side of the world, the leader of the supernatural power finally emerged. And this woman is Jack's real mother. The movie is called Teenage Transparent Man. It is a superpower movie released in 2014. The story does not tell at the end. Jack's mother, in the end, what the purpose? Maybe the sequel will give a perfect answer.